Everybody, welcome back. We're doing another Undecember video. In this one, we're going to be looking at what I think is the first hard boss fight in the game, Act 5 Christen. If you're having any problems with this, we're going to walk through it. I had some problems at first, and I was able to figure it out through some mechanics in the fight. And like I said in one of my videos, melee sucks, for leveling at least. I think later when you get to endgame, yeah, cool, it's pretty awesome, but I think for right now, it's maybe not the greatest thing in the world. So anyway, let's check it out. So I recorded this a while back. I had plenty of attempts here that went very, very badly. There are some general mechanics that I'm gonna sort of talk you through, and then I'm gonna get you to the point where I actually got this guy down. But to me, it's important to get to understand the actual failures too. And again, I'm not going to play through these super long, but you can see he's got a lot of, well, first off, he's got a ton of cold damage. So ideally you'd have good frost or cold resistance to help not get one shot by everything. You can see me running like a little banshee all over the place, just range, get away, get away, get away. This is one of the reasons why I say melee sucks, especially for the leveling aspect, because it's just easier to run away and sort of shoot. So, you know, when you're away, you can heal, you can do whatever you're doing. So I did a lot of this. At this phase right now where you can see that you in the upper left there, and we'll get closer to this, there's some balls that come out. Before that, he's sort of dashing around. Basically, you just want to stay away from him during that phase. When he's setting those balls out, that's really your best opportunity to get a bunch of DPS on him if you're near him. A lot of the other times you can see he jumps and shoots these things. So I just try to stay as far away as possible during that time. Again, great. The balls are there. Try to get as much DPS as you can. Now, this phase, I want to show this for a second. So as this phase comes up, and this is not a successful attempt, but it'll come into the middle, and he shows kind of like almost like a winged, but the red area. Now, obviously, get out of the red. But one of the things that's even more critical that I actually didn't realize I did right on this attempt was around the edge here, out here is a blizzard, and it's going in a circle. You do not want to be in that. It's not super easy to see, and with everything going on, you want to make sure you're not on that outer edge. So you really want to stay in that sort of like nice little pocket of a space that's in between the triangle and not quite out on the edge. So make sure when you do get to that phase that you are like basically right there. This is the nice little pocket. You find a nice little good pocket here to do this. Ideally, if you're obviously behind him, there's way more room, but if you're not, be here. Do not come out to the outer edge because you will get, it's probably a one shot from that blizzard. And he does this a few times, so you kind of got to move around a little bit depending where you're at. Hopefully you get lucky with where he positions him. These parts where the stuff rains from the sky, you know, again, move around, try to avoid the red spots. You know, this fight, I mean, especially comparative to some of the ones that are later in the game, not so bad as far as some of that goes, because it gives you indicators. But again, he goes back into one of his early phases here, semi rinse and repeat, but it's good. See, like again, I should have shown how much cold resist. I don't remember at the time. I did this a while back, or probably maybe a week ago, but I wanted to show that. See, and again, I'm in done. Like I went out to the side, I was just straight up toast. Again, during some of this, you can see I'm really trying to light him up here. Now I'm in a bad position. I'm way out on the edge here. He's in the middle. I go to the edge, insta death. Okay, that is, and you don't see much of what's there, but that is why that sort of thing is going to kill you every single time. And actually, this is good. So you can see right now what my cold resist is. Lightning, poison. It's just, yeah. So you can see here it's at 69 or 48.86%. Not super high. But you get the idea of how high that is because I'm taking, you know, decent damage. I'm like, what's happening? I don't understand what's hitting me. Again, at this point, I'm probably too far on the outside. I think I started getting a little tentative. But you know, you've got these opportunities to hit him when he's got those balls going out. That's a good one. Eventually, I think when he gets to about half health, he is going to go in the middle, or maybe a little bit more than half health. I think he comes into it now. And see, again, I am way on the outside, not near anything. And again, death, because I'm in the blizzard. You do not want to be too far on the outside. I cannot say that enough. All right, so I think this is the attempt I actually beat him on, so I'll let this one play through a little bit more. Again, this early phase to me is not that difficult. He just sort of dashes at you. He's got some stuff that he throws around. That swipe obviously can get you pretty hard. It is, you know, ideal to be distant from him. He gets the sort of the trident sort of frost attacks that come at you again. Make sure you have movement skills. As a bow player, I only really have one because I'm leaning into dexterity and I get a lot of dodge. So I use teleport and I try to make sure that I have 2 of those. This is a great time, like I mentioned earlier, to have the bubbles. And then you just want to make sure that you're, you know, avoiding the red items that are coming to the ground. Again, he's shooting things around. So you just got to move, be smart, the best you can, be aware of your surroundings. Again, there, you know, have in your 3 slot or your 3, where you hit the number 3, I'd recommend a health pot. Again, I should be hitting him right now. I'm missing advantages of doing DPS there, but that is definitely the prime spot for getting a lot of damage. I had a alliance mate and friend who did this fight and was hating it and almost quit because it was a hard fight for melee, and I saw it, and some of the struggles I had in melee was really part of where I transitioned from that. So again, he's just going through this normal rotation, getting the balls out. Make sure to get the damage out. He's going to come here soon. He goes right back into this phase. All right, so I get frozen. I probably decide to actually use a res scroll here because at some point, I don't like to do this. I think I could beat him without resing. But I don't know. I think I kind of just wanted to move on from this point. I had him less than 50%. And I was like, I got this. This is fine. I think I actually die another time or 2. This always happens to me where I'm like, all right, I got the fight down. I'm good to go. But I'm just going to res this one time and I won't die again. And then like right after that, I die immediately. I'm like, are you serious? All right, another res scroll. I can't not use a res scroll. You know what I mean? I don't want to waste that one. You know, it's just... Anyway, so it keeps going through this. And again, stay close. And you can see here, I'm a little bit closer to him so that I can get around the circle a little bit more so I can stand in the areas that I won't get hit. He gets the balls out. I should be doing damage nonstop here. Just try to hit him as much as I can. Now he summons some blizzard. He's dropping all the things from the sky, but again, just move. He's going to bring out that kind of like triple pendant sort of frost cone attack. You just got to move around. And at this point, that one, again, a lot of times I get lucky because you can see that dodge there. I do have the ability to survive that. So I get through it. Yay. I won't play the cinematic for you. I don't want to spoil anything for what shows up. So I want to be kind to anybody who might not get to this point, but this was one of the first fights that I had that was a little bit difficult. I did think that I was going to have a hard time. I knew from some other players that I was going to have a hard time with that, and I sort of did, and then I got through it, and I was pretty happy. So I like posting videos like this because whenever I struggle, I figure, you know what, there's got to be at least 1 or 2 other people out there having similar problems. So I like to post how I got through it. If you're melee, sorry, this build's not necessarily for this video, might not be for you. I don't know. Sorry, maybe if I do melee again in the future, maybe I'll throw something at you. But if you want to see more Undecember videos, I'm definitely covering it for the time being. Feel free to hammer down like buttons, click notification bell, subscribe. Got a Discord if you want to check out that in the description below. Do note that when you do come to the Discord, you got to pick a role. Right now, Undecember is under the all games category, so just click that. If we keep covering it and it seems like it's something's going to have some long-term appeal and interesting content, then we will give it its own category. So anyway, appreciate you making this far. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.